And I went clunkety clunk. Big bro. Big bro.
So what do we do?
So that's the $64 question. What do we do? Over the years, I've been fearing what to do with a bush mechanic and how that's going to work out. Fearing what it could do to the Land Rover and set us back. But it actually has turned out to be a good experience, even though we were 200 to 300 kilometers from any place that could really do us any good. So here's the rest of the story. Well, Houston, we got a problem. It's Tuesday morning in Hanzi. We tried at 5:30 last night to try and get something organized to see what was wrong with this thing, and I've got a hole the size of my index finger in the bottom of this front differential. So we've got maybe one mechanic here that might be able to do something to get it stopped enough that we can get the 300 Ks to Caproni. But boy, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what evolves. I don't know if you can see this, but let's go down and see if you can get a sense of what we got, the problem we got here. Pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, we had a big square rock. I didn't see it until I heard it, and then I didn't see it anyway. But there we have it.
Well, yesterday ended up with a bad thing happening, but we avoided quite a few bad things. As we were driving from the Namibia border to Ganzi, we had a cow that we almost hit, because there's cows and donkeys and goats and sheep on the road that cross the highway, and we had a donkey that
that was the worst one. He went one way and jumped the other.
Yeah, so you were able to...
Again, we were doing about 60 K, so 40 miles an hour.
And there was a goat that decided to follow the other goats across the road just at the last minute that you avoided. So we had a few near misses yesterday.
Well, then that rock jumped in the road, and
that rock just jumped in the road and just caught the diff just right at the right place. Well, it's still a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is. We'll see what happens. We're about ready to head out. This is Margaret sharing her breakfast with a dung beetle. Luckily, the dung beetle doesn't have its breakfast with it. Well, we found a hardware store, lumber store mechanic.
It says motors on there.
Yeah, so it's a little early still, and we're seeing if
it says motors.
What they can do for us. There might be a couple of options, but we're starting with this one.
Okay, we've got them all looking underneath. See what they can see.
Well, there might be some hope for us. He's got an old Land Rover sitting out here, although it's not running, so I don't know if that means. Hopefully, they're going to plug it well enough so we can get to Habarona and get it welded.
Going in. Just going to get working right here, see if I can get this differential fixed for us.
We sit amongst the rest of the boneyard. Ours hopefully will come out alive.
Hey, big bro.
Hey, big bro. I didn't see it. Just walked up with a bigger hammer. Oh no.
Getting the putty plug on.
So there's the patch. Looks pretty nice.
Oh, the plug is going to take an hour or so to dry. So here's Margaret busily working. Discovered wildlife in this major garage. Not focusing very well, but there he is.
Looks like we got it repaired, and Russ is just paying the bill. We should be on our way. We'll of course be checking all along to make sure this patch holds, and hopefully it does. Gets us all the way back to South Africa.
A really nice guy. His name was Mr. Harris. When I wrote down when he was writing the receipt, and I told him my name was Mr. Harris, he got this big smile. He said, "I've never met one before. Thought I was the only one." So he only charged me $25.
Here we sit, very tired and hot. We're about halfway between halfway between South Africa and Namibia. We've made it here with our plug diff, and we feel very grateful for that, but it's hot.
Just thinking a little bit, we should be able to make it all the way.
All the way to South Africa.
We have our tuna can underneath, so we can assess how much it's dripping overnight.
And we're just, anyway, we're just rehydrating and chilling. Let's say hotting. Is that correct?
Sweating.
Sweating. Oh, and watching the birds. Some good birds just showed up.